Hey y'all, welcome back. Today is January 6th, I want to believe. I'm doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my video yesterday, to leave some questions because I do have a lot more subscribers. I have a whole different um, circle now. Things have changed, and I think that does happen in YouTube. Sometimes you lose some, you get some, gain some more. And a lot of people don't understand, well, don't know anything about me. So I just want to do a couple things, and I have some questions here, and I might add a little bit when need be. But I'm gonna get it done real fast, and I'm gonna start now. Okay. One of them was, where do you store your stuff? That has been the biggest question since I started YouTube. Now, I want you guys to know I do sell, and that's another question. So I do sell some stuff, but I sell locally. I don't like the mailing system. I don't like the shipping part of it. So I sell locally. I do pretty good with that. And, not that I sell a lot, but when I do. Okay. Then secondly, I have a garage. And in that garage right now is all my stuff is packed up because I'm in the process of moving. So I wouldn't even be able to show you anything because a lot of my stuff, even when I was recently buying it, I'll pack it because I just want it ready for when I move. So I have the wall lined in shelves. And then I have my sections where I'll have like holiday stuff, and it's a tall metal shelves, right? And I'll have holiday stuff. I'll have a lot of my whites and clear glasses and stuff like that on another one. White plates, white bowls, everything. And then I have but that would store like Williams Sonoma, Pottery Barn, all my good pieces. And then I'll have mixed pieces, just vases, different things like that. And so you can take it all the way down your wall. It's good storage. When you're in a small space, I moved from a space that was almost it was 2,540 something square feet, right? So I had a whole lot of space. And I did have the wall of my garage lined with shelves, but I kept shoes and stuff down there. And yeah, I had a lot of shoes, so it took the whole wall. But inside, I had a lot of space in the kitchen. I had a totally different setup. I had a bunch of cabinets. I want to say I had like about 25 cabinets in my kitchen area and great room area. So I did have a lot of space to store. Plus I had storage underneath my stairs. So you find your space. Now I moved in here. This is not even 1,100 square feet. Okay. So I built the bookshelves that you always see behind me. They are from Walmart. I trimmed them out with furring strips. Cost me about $80 or less. Because I caught this shelves on clearance for $20 a piece. The furring strips wasn't $10. Okay. So, and then I brought the little rosettes. They were on clearance too, just to make it look like it was a completely one unit. But it's 3 of those cheap bookcases. When they're not on sale, they're $30 a piece. Tammy had just recently got some. So, I have that, and that's a lot of storage. So a lot of the pieces that I decorate with is a lot of the stuff, everything that I've thrifted. And then I use my bottom 2 rows for storage for just stuff that I might be using soon. Now, another space, guys, under your bed, under your sofa, under your chairs, under your entertainment, whatever you have under your dresser. There's these boot, I should have brought one over here, but like those boot boxes, under storage bed things with the lid, loaded up. That's storage. Here's the thing. If you have 3 kids and you live in a 2-bedroom apartment, it's tight. And then you get pregnant. Oops, I didn't mean it. But you get pregnant. You and your husband decide, oh, Lord, what we going to do? Ain't nothing you can do but have a baby at that point. Do you throw the baby out with the bathwater? No, you make room for it. So these dishes are my babies. That's all I'm saying, right? So I make room for them. So you have under storage, you have build up. I have in my laundry room, I have shelving units in there, 2 extra shelving units. Those IKEA big metal racks. I have a pantry top style thing on the other side of my kitchen. That's all loaded with dishes. And I utilize every inch of my cabinets. So that's where I store everything. And like I said, the garage is a very big help because for seasonal, for off-season stuff, or just for collections, like I said, the whites and all, because I have a lot of white dishes. For pieces that I'm only going to use like maybe Easter or Christmas or whatever, that would be stored in the garage. Now, most of that is packed up now. That's why I wasn't in the Christmas spirit this year. All my good stuff is packed. And because I should have moved by now. But it didn't turn out that way. But anyway, that's how I store my stuff. Now, my storage, and your storage is going to be totally different because we don't live in the same type of place. But the key answer is utilize every inch. Have organize and slip stuff underneath the bed, underneath your dresser if you have a tall enough dresser, underneath chairs if you have to. Hey, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Build the bookcases. You can build a whole wall of bookcases for extremely cheap. You could do, like I said, your garage, your pantry, your laundry room. Build up all the way up. Take it up to the ceiling if you have to. But that's where you will be able to. On top of your refrigerator, they have those big plate racks. They sell them in the thrift store. I've done plenty of videos with them. You know, the plate where you can stack, the plate stacking racks. They sell them in the thrift store. Put it on 2 of them on top of your refrigerator. Load them up with plates. It's decorative and it's storage, you know? Okay, so we got that. Hopefully I answered that. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. But no, dear, just because you have a lot, it doesn't have to be sitting all over your house like a hoarder or like clutter or not. No, you can find a place and still have it and be able to go to it and put your finger on it when need be. You know what I mean? So what made me start a YouTube channel? I was watching YouTube ever since. I'd never watched YouTube in my life until I moved to Texas. When I moved to Texas, I started watching it because I had a fresh chance to start over again. I moved here. I had my living room stuff shipped. And I had 27 boxes of clothes and coats and shoes. 27 large U-Haul boxes shipped out here. And I had 2 big TVs shipped out here. Other than that, I didn't have anything. So I had a fresh start. And when I was selling all this stuff, I had spent so much money in my house. I had invested so much money in that house, and I was selling stuff for pennies on a dollar, right? So I had a chance to start all over again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to my old ways, back, you know, when you don't really have much and you make things happen. Well, I had got to the point where I was okay, and I brought really lavish stuff, and I wind up selling it for just about pennies. Lost a whole lot of money on that. But then when I came here, I said, I'm going to do it the right way. And that's why I started looking into those apps, because that's what I was selling, like OfferUp, 5 Miles, all of those different apps. That's what I was selling my stuff on. Craigslist. I haven't brought anything from Craigslist here, but that's what I was selling my stuff on. Okay, so I came here. Then I looked up. I'm sorry, something just popped up on my screen. Then I looked up thrift stores in the area, because I was like, I never, like, thrift stores in Jersey are so expensive, so I never went. So I looked up thrift stores, and I just Googled it, and I found one not far from me over in Frisco, and that's the one that is the resale shop over in Frisco. And that's the first place I went. It was like the second day I was here. I went over there. I found my bar stools that sit at my bar stool, my breakfast bar. They were like a brown color. They were horrible. I just recovered them at the time with like a, actually I found a tablecloth, a cloth tablecloth at the thrift store. And I knew it was going to match my furniture that was on its way, my living room furniture. So I brought it and I covered the bar stools and called it a day. That was somewhere to sit because I didn't even have a dining room table yet. So then that was somewhere to sit and eat. I came here, I didn't even have a bed. The first night, that second day, I went out and brought a brand new bed. But I brought a brand new bed and bed frame and everything. And then I just, after that, start looking around. I start watching YouTube. I found out about Thrift Giant. From YouTube. It was, I can't think of the girl's name that was on YouTube that I found. She was local here. And she mentioned Thrift Giant. So I looked it up. And I went and found it. And then I started researching a little more. I found Thrift World. Then I found that one, the Treasure Chest. And it is another girl on here that she used to live in this area. And we kind of went there and found that. Because I had told her, I was like, oh my God, they got 25-cent day. So we made arrangements to meet up. And we went over there. And ever since there, I've been going back there. And then, So like I said, oh, you know what? It was another question about what are a list of the thrift stores. I'm going to touch on that while I'm doing this. But that's how I did it. So I shop at Thrift World, Thrift Giant. I shop at, where did I put it right here? Thrift World, Thrift Giant, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul's, Texas Thrift, And they have multiple, each place has multiple stores. So you just have to Google it for the one that's closest to you if you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Thrift City, I know of 2 of them, I think, here. Family Thrift Outlet, there's 2. One in Plano and one in Arlington/Fort Worth. It's like right in that area. However, they have thrift stores too. You look up Family Thrift Store. There's one I know in Irving and one in Garland. And so they have the thrift store and the thrift outlet. So you got to look up both. Family Thrift Outlet, Family Thrift Store. When y'all hear me say the outlet, it's the one in Plano. That's the one I go to. Family Thrift is the name of the store, though. They have them in Houston, too. I know that. And I think San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, then they have the Treasure Chest. I just spoke. Now, Treasure Chest is it's another store called the AOC Thrift Store. I forget what the initials are for, but it's in Allen on Main Street. But they have another store called the Treasure Chest. And the Treasure Chest is the one I told y'all that opens on the weekends. Every other weekend, like the first and the third weekend of the month. Only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it goes from Thursday $1, Friday 50 cents, and Saturday $0.25. That's that store. It's in Allen. It's but that's where the stuff comes from. It actually comes from that store. And then they have it there. It's like an outlet too. And then there's a few more around that I can't call off the top of my head. Like there's another one in Plano on K Avenue that's called I do frequent one that's called New Thrift Store. They have a lot of them. It's just called New Thrift Store. They have a lot of them. They have in Plano, Garland, Dallas. All you got to just Google them and Google it and it'll pop up. Another one called Thrift Store, and that's in Plano on K Avenue too. K and 18th. It's around there. So there's a lot. Goodwills all over the place. You know. So it's a lot of them. Just Google them and you'll find the locations of them. And then here's another tip, guys. And somebody else asked, how do you find the prices? How do you find the prices you do? They have expensive prices here too. They have crazy prices. You just have to learn the tag sales. You have to learn what's on sale. I get up in the morning, I call. I'll call Family Thrift. I'll call Texas Thrift. I'll call Thrift World, and I'll say, what's your tags today? Now, Thrift World, I've learned their system. I mean, Thrift Giant, I've learned their system, and it's a decent system. I know when to go on 99-cent day. And sometimes even like today, I would just be coming in because I would have went there, and today is Sunday, and I would have went there and I would know, say tomorrow, I'm not sure because I didn't follow it this week, but say tomorrow white tags were going to be 99-cent. They would be 50% off today. It would be 2 tags, 50% off today. So say it was white and blue. But because white's first, we know white's going to be 99-cent. So tomorrow, I would scan the store. If it's something that I know might go really early, and it's 50% off, and it's a good price, and I've been looking for it, I'll buy it. But if not, and it's like, I'll get it if it's 90, then I'll go and I'll get it if it's 99-cent. You know what I'm saying? So I follow all that kind of stuff. Somebody else popped up. So I follow those kind of sales. And you just have to get up in the morning, call. Now, another way, social media. Get on their Instagram. Get on their text messaging. Get on their email list. Get on their Facebook. That's where they post the sale of the day. Thrift World is good for that. Thrift World doesn't do advance. They do it that morning. So if they get up, and they just recently started being better on top of it, they'll post what's going to be on sale that day. But also, when you sign up for their email, you will get it a little in advance, like their Thrifty Thursdays, or like Texas Thrift. While I was sitting here doing this, it just popped up and told me they're having 99-cent sale tomorrow, and I didn't see what color tag. But tomorrow, Texas Thrift has a 99-cent. Always, every Monday, there's one tag, 99-cent, a 50% off, and a 30% off every Monday. And then that 50% off tag will go all week, 50% off, and it would be the 99-cent tag the next week. That's how that goes. So yeah, you just got to look it up and research. That's all it is. And it is, if you're going to be a thrifter, you got to, when you know you're going out, that's when you start looking, and a couple days in advance. But get on the text messaging, get on the email list, get on all of that, and then you'll have those answers, because it's not hard to do. And then somebody asked, what time do I go out to thrift? I'm going ahead of myself. Okay, I did this one. Oh, when I was starting on what made me start my channel, but anyway, I'll get back to that. How do I don't have a particular time. Now, if I'm going to the outlet on a Thursday and I'm really looking for some stuff, I haven't done this in a long time. I get up about 6:30, I'm in my car, I drive around there, and there's usually a line to get in because they open at 7 on Thursdays. There's usually a line, and that way you could get in quicker and you get the fresh stuff. But for the most part lately, if I go around on a Thursday, I'll go any time of the day. They do still gradually put stuff out all day on Thursday, but then the stuff stays out all week, and at the outlet it starts at $2 on Thursday. Everything's $2, and then it goes all the way till by Wednesday everything's a quarter. So yeah, that's how that goes. And then, okay, how did I start my channel? Like I said, I was watching YouTube a lot, and for about 3 years, most people were saying, girl, it was so many people, even my family was, you should start a YouTube channel, you do that. And I was like, absolutely not, because this child here ain't gonna be no big old failure. Okay. And then last year, last November, Lakeisla, she has a channel here, Lakeisla, she put out this, I was watching her stuff because I liked her videos, and I liked her personality. She did a lot of hauls, and she does tablescapes and stuff, and so my interest, so I watched her video, and then she put out this call for open invite for anybody who wanted to join out, even if it was your first video, just join in, set up whatever it was, your breakfast bar, your table, whatever, just she wanted glam for the YouTube channel. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it, because she just seemed so calm, and like she was, wouldn't be like, girl, you messed up, I was like, Lord, I can't deal with that. So I did it, and I got really good response, and I just kept doing it, and now it's like something I just love. So that's how I started. It was just on a whim, and that's why I tell people when I'm on the channel, just do it. You might not like it. You might do your first video and be like, nope, that ain't for me. You might do your 10th video and decide, I tried it, I didn't like it. You might do your 100th video and be like, this is the best thing I could have ever done. So you never know until you try it. See? So okay, that's my advice for you there. What's my favorite tablescape? I don't really have one. I will tell you this. I do seem to like my tables when they have pink in it. I do. I've been gravitating towards pink. Different types, different colors, metallic, soft baby pinks, pinks and greens. This year, my color was yellow. My colors that I was really going crazy over was yellows, blues, and greens. But I realized I was still adding pinks into that, like crazy. So yeah, I would have to say, now growing up, my favorite color was always orange, because I thought it was pretty with my skin tone. And so I wore a lot of orange. But I don't wear orange, and I don't add orange into my home at all. And I would never, So I can't say that's my favorite color anymore. But I do still like bright colors, like yellows and oranges and things like that. I do like them, just not in the house. And then, but like I said, for the house, I will decorate with pink in a minute. My bedroom is silver and pink and white. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it for that. And the fall table, and what my favorite tablescape, I really don't have one. I just kind of bring it out, and I don't think I've created my favorite tablescape yet. Let's just say that. I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've done it at all yet. Okay, okay, and then like I said, I answered that. How did I find all the thrift stores? Like I said, when I came here, I've been here 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in June. And I just looked up thrift stores, realized that they were here, and through YouTube and through Google and through word of mouth of going to other thrift stores and talking to people in there, I've learned just about every thrift store around here. Little side ones that you can't remember their name, but you kind of remember where they're at. Yeah, stuff like that. Just riding by. Okay, and then I did this one. Do I sell? Yes, I do. I sell locally. I think I did just answer this. I am going to be offering some stuff with shipping. Like I said, I'm going to be offering jewelry bags within the next week. And I'm also going to be offering probably some handbags, but the shipping always gets me, y'all. I always lose out. And that's why I don't do it. I am not good with the shipping detail thing. I'm not. And that's why I just don't really sell. I sell locally, and I do pretty good with that. So, okay. We're almost done. Do I still volunteer at the retirement home? Yes, I do. The last time I was there was November. Then Christmas happened, and a lot of the people go to their family for Christmas. I went away the beginning of December, and then the Christmas week, we don't really do it as much. This week, I wasn't feeling well, so I'll be back, not this Wednesday coming, but the following Wednesday, I will be back. I don't mention it as much because I can't involve it on my YouTube channel. You know, it's privacy reasons. But I do. I will always probably still go there as long as I'm here. And then I'll probably find a place when I do move. If, you know, things work out for me to move to Georgia, I'll probably find a place there because I enjoy it, what I do. And I just volunteer with the ladies. We do crafts. Sometimes we just talk. We just chit chat sometimes and just listen to maybe something somebody has to say. But for the most part, we do crafts. We did gorgeous Christmas gifts. We got them done all for Christmas, and everybody took their Christmas stuff home. We did jewelry. We did jewelry art. We did Dollar Tree DIYs. We did other thrift store stuff I was buying, and I would take it. And that's where a lot of this stuff too I would buy that I repeatedly brought through and showed you guys in the haul. I would take it there and we could use it. So we made some really nice things. We made some beautiful trays. We made really nice things, and they took it home for Christmas. So yes, I will continue to always do that, but I don't talk about it much, like I said, because of privacy reasons. And I told y'all that in the beginning when I first did, because I just felt like I needed to get that out and just say, because sometimes like things will happen or cute little things and I might mention, but I really shouldn't be saying too much. Okay, the finding the prices, I did that one. What do I plan to do with my teapots? And would I ever display them all over the shelf? Absolutely not. I hate color like that. Like when I did that fall bookcase, it drove me bananas. I had to get all those colors up out of here. Yeah, no, I won't. I wouldn't do it. I've used the teapots on a regular basis. I normally switch out at least once a week, the one on my bed, you know, on my bed tray that I keep in there that I have my tea every morning. I do usually switch that out. I have a lot of my teapots packed now, so I don't have as many to put out, but I have a lot of teapots, and it's probably a lot you guys haven't seen that I had prior to moving here. I mean, prior to doing YouTube, because no, I think I brought one teapot with me when I moved here. I had to get rid of stuff because I couldn't bring everything with me, but then I started buying more, you know. So now I have a lot. I have a whole lot of teapots, but I would never, and like I said, that's one of my shelves in the garage, full, every shelf, teapots, different kinds of teapots, tea sets. When I have the sugar and creamer to match them, I'll sit it with it, and that way everything is where I know I could walk in at eye level and see what it is, and I could grab it at any time. So, yeah, no, I won't be doing doing a whole display of teapots. I just don't have the space for that. It's too small. It's too open in here to just kind of put a whole collection of teapots just in the middle of everything. That's why I keep everything really neutral in here. So, and when I do want to bring in a color, it doesn't clash with everything, you see? And so, I just, in a small space, closed off, opened up like this, really, you have your eyes going too excited and crazy. So if you just do it neutral, and then the pop that you decide to put in for that season or for whatever won't kill you. So, okay, any plans to upgrade my channel, ideas or changes? Absolutely not, really, at this point. No, I don't really see so. I think I like the channel the way it is. Right now, we're going through changes with people, with subscribers leaving and new subscribers coming, and I think that's going to always be the way it is. Then you'll have those subscribers that are just there all the time anyway, you know, the ones who are just going to be there. And so we are going through some changes with that. I like the fact that we have the chit chats and the jewelry videos. Well, I might not be doing as many jewelry, but we will still be having lives with doing chit chats and different things. It might be a live chit chat craft, a DIY. I mean, things might change that way, but other than that, no, I don't see myself doing too much of a change with the channel. I like it the way it is. It's growing very slow. I'm very small, and it's okay. It's good. It's good. I don't mind growing the channel. I would love for the channel to continue to grow, because as the channel grows, that's more people that come in, you know. But other than that, no, I think we're good. You know, it's pretty good. But yeah, so we got to the last question. That's it. So, other questions that I did see and other things, I'm going to answer that. And one is, what do you do for a living, and how you get this money to shop? I worked my whole life, y'all, and I'm retired, so I have a pension. And no, I don't work. I really don't think I want to do too much because I can't fully commit to work. I would love to be able to go out and get a job because I live here, and that would help me to meet other people. I'm new here by myself, and it would help me to meet other people, but I can't commit every day because I do have a physical. I am disabled. I was a police officer, and I was injured in the line of duty, and I've gotten nursed myself back to health as much as I possibly could, but I'm never going to be 100%. So that's why sometimes when I say I got some aches and pains, or, I'm going through things, I do have, and even some new health problems that has popped up, but it's nothing that I don't like putting stuff back out in the atmosphere. So I do have physical limitations. That's why some days I have down days. I'll tell y'all that. And days when I say, oh, I'm not really feeling well. I had a spinal cord injury at work while I was arresting somebody. And it took a lot to get me where I'm at today. So what you see in the few minutes you see me on a video is me really giving it my all, because that's not me every day. It's just not. I do have some issues with that. Okay, and then I know a lot of people want to know what my race is. So I am African American. Of course, I'm mixed. And my mother raised us that you don't have to do percentages. Like, you are what you are. And like, I was born in the 60s. So in the 60s, if you're got some African American in you, you're African American. You know what I mean? So that's what we were raised as. And of course, that you look at me, you see that it's just not all. There's more. I'm going to getting ready to send off tomorrow. I will be sending off. My sister gave me the Ancestry DNA because she's into that right now. She's really good at it and figuring out stuff. And she sent it to me for Christmas. So I'm going to send that out in the mail tomorrow. And in 6 to 8 weeks, I should have the answer. And then I'll reveal the answers on here. So just stay tuned. And then we'll all find out what I am. Because I don't even know, y'all. I don't know. I don't. Let me tell you. I come from the family of keep it light, keep it right. And I had to break that rule. I broke that rule in half, y'all. I went out and got the darkest thing going. So I could break the rule. But yeah, I don't even know half of what's going on with me. And that's why my sister had got into it to figure out what the real truth was. And so she got answers. I think my brother took it, and I think my father and a couple other people in the family have taken it. So, we're comparing everything to see what's what. So, but I will let y'all know the results of that and what's what. I'm going to do a whole video on it when I get the results. So, I think that's it. So everything is, everything's good. I think that's it. I think that's all the questions. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow, I am not going to be doing a haul. I tell you, I'm not. Well, all right, let me stop. Tomorrow is 99-cent day. I have $11.70-something left on my Dash account. Money that's on PayPal. I was thinking I would go and take $10 to the 99-cent sale and see what I could get. So that may be a haul either tomorrow or the next day. But that'll be my last one. And I'll probably look into getting stuff that I could sell and not so much keep. Because I really don't need anything, y'all. I don't need anything. Not one thing. Except for a couple $1 million. That's the only thing I need. But anyway, that might be coming up. But I'll see y'all tomorrow with a video. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching and sticking by. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.